sit down to do it, you'll be like, oh, because I know I do that. Okay? All right, so we're recording. So everything is set up for motor B. Now we're going to work with motor A. Okay? So like Alexis was saying, yeah, you just copy and paste everything. So I'm going to copy and paste this whole set of variables. Each motor needs 3 variables. Paste this. I'm going to change this all to motor A. Motor A, motor A, motor A. Okay? And then we also need fresh pins. Yeah.
Is it a new sketch or just below?
Same sketch. Same sketch. Yeah. Same sketch. Okay? So obviously these can't have the same pins. Okay? So I think what I'll do is I'll do, on here I'll do 7.
Why can't they have the same
8.
speeds?
9. They can have the same pins. Technically you could,
But it means that it wouldn't spin or anything.
well, that means that it would only perform motor B's functions. Like because you could use the same variables for 2 motors, but we want them to be doing different things at different times, so we need to define them separately. Does that make sense, Ina?
So instead of a full circle, and just have the circle, right? It would just.
Well, yeah, we want to be sending them different code at the same time.
Oh.
Okay, so that's why we need to do this twice. Okay, so now we have fresh pins. We have new pins to talk to our motor A, and I'm just going to change these comments here. A. Okay, and then same thing here. Anybody tell me what I need to do with my new set of variables in setup?
Copy and paste them.
Yeah, copy and paste them, and then what? Exactly, change it. Nope, motor A, not Z. Okay, so now I'm telling everything with motor A, hey, you're going to be an output as well. Okay, and then we'll just do this first set, okay? So, yes.
Sorry, can I see the top?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
What's the highest number we can choose from?
13.
For what? For the speed?
Oh, first pin, Zena? 13. And we can tweak this later. Like, if you want to choose different pins, you can. It's sometimes easier to, like, look at the board and see what pins you need. Okay, so the last thing that we'll do. Vitaly, you okay? Okay. The last thing we'll do. All right. We're not going to just copy and paste all of this here. Remember that the delay, whatever is above the delay, is how long whatever's above it is going to do its thing. Okay? So these delays, we're going to leave this delay, and you can think of anything above this delay as like the first set of instructions that my entire robot with the 2 motors will perform. Okay? So what I'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll make that circle code, okay? So we'll have one have a fulcrum in one direction, and we'll turn the other motor completely off. Okay? So here's how we'll do this. I'll copy and paste this just to get started. And I'll say I'm going to digital write to motor A low. And then digital write to motor A as well. That one will also be low. Because they're off, this pulse width modulation kind of doesn't really even matter for your A. Like your speed, like it's not going to send anything to there, so even if it does send full speed to it, it's not listening. But just to be clear about what's happening in our code, just go ahead and set this to 0, so that when you look at it, you just know that that's actually just a break for my other motor, okay? So what this will do is it'll use motor A as a fulcrum. It'll spin around, it'll drive forward at motor B at full speed, but because we have one motor that's not working, it'll create a circle pattern. Okay? Alright, any questions about that at all? Okay, so what you will do on your own is you will move through. So just think of these as like dance moves that the robot is making. This one, everything above delay, is move 1. Then you'll go to your next delay. Anything above it will be move 2, okay? So for each of your moves, which you could think of the delay as like your sort of denotion of a move, you're going to want to have all the code for your motor B and all the code for your motor A. Yeah?
Question is, do we need in the break, do we need to put the motor A low as well, since like it was low?
Yeah,
before?
so if you want a full break, like so for instance, this right here, this is technically a break.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, and then we have a break, the next one.
Yeah, so if you want just everything to stop on the next one, Vitaly, you would have to also tell that motor A to just continue to be stopped. Okay? And y'all, if you just think of these as like, sometimes I like to do something like this with my code. Like, I don't know, some kind of just like big set of symbols. So that I know like, okay, everything above this, that's move 1. So I might do like move 1. Okay? And then, and maybe just like a couple up arrows for good measure, so I know I'm talking about what's above it. Okay? And then at the next delay, I'll do move 2. Okay? And y'all, I know that I've like told you how important comments are before, but they're like really, really important for this project. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, so we'll actually plug this in and get this working towards the end of class today. But in the meantime, go ahead and take your 10-minute break. So we'll get back here. It's going to be a tight 10, okay? Tight 10, so we can start it at 43. So please be back here at 3:53. In the next room, okay? We're going to start in the next room. No, wait, I lied. We're going to start in here. We're going to start in here. Take that back. All right. Okay, and then we're going to need... Zena, do you want to look at your, so what form are you trying to make when you go back?
I'm gonna make a little house.
Okay. What's that egg shape?
It's gonna be like a hole on the inside, so you can see the guts and wires.
Okay, so that needs to be a cut line then, just a straight line.
Oh.
And also, like, you could just do them as 2 different colors too, because it's pretty easy to set them as, if you don't like it's pretty easy to set them as score lines or cut lines in the cutting program. They just need to be separate lines.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. So you just make it. So you want it to be house shaped, or you want it to be kind of a barn like that?
You know what? Yeah, no, I need to make this top thing triangle. Okay. Okay, so let's do it.
Well, here's the way you can do that. Okay. So you have the tools at hand, right? So you know that your base is 6 by 6 by 6. Everybody got a 6 by 6 base, okay?
And that's it.
Okay, great. So, check it out. Just add a point in the middle. See, it tells you it's the middle. You hold down shift to grab this point, and you hold down shift and just drag it up. There's your house. Okay? And then you literally just need, so
How do I copy that again? I press like Alt and then drag.
yeah, press Alt, drag. Okay, so then all you need is you literally just need a rectangle that's gonna be 6 inches long because that's how big your base is, and it needs to be as wide as this, and it just so because you literally